Thank you. I have this hack that I play with myself. I try to keep myself awake when I'm driving home late at night after a gig and traveling through the hill country, dodging the deer. And I try to give myself a conundrum, something I can't really solve. Can't really figure out, or maybe it's writing on a song, a line or an idea. This particular night, I had a long way to go, and I gave myself the ultimate conundrum. Why am I doing this? I got a song out of it, and I made it home. I hope it makes sense. I can feel my wheels are rolling, going out again. I'm taking the singer's ride. I know I'll miss my loved ones gathered by my side. But I know this road will take me right where I belong, answering the calling. That's all in the songs. 'Cause songs are love letters to the world. They help us laugh, cry, and dance. And they're the stuff dreams are made of. Why we give it one more chance. There's the feeling in a melody, sets us free, keeps us strong. So if you're looking for a way to carry on, man, it's all in the song. Songs can heal the hurt. Songs are little prayers made to celebrate all we have to share. Written with the language of the heart and the rhythm in our souls. Oh, they touch us where we live in crowded bars and little churches by the road, where the losers and the winners, saints and sinners, oh, sing along with one another, sisters and brothers. It's all in the song. I can feel my wheels rolling, I'm going out again, taking the singer's ride. So I decided that Texas needed a national anthem, just in case. I like to challenge my audience because I'm born and raised in Texas, and I've traveled all over the state. I've been everywhere in Texas, and I like to challenge the audience and have them name a small town in Texas, and I can name a restaurant in that town, I'll bet you.
No trees.
No
trees.
Dairy Queen. We wave howdy to strangers, tip our hats, say yes ma'am. We try to be extra neighborly every chance we can. So I'll share the wealth and beauty that you may partake of the many wonderments here in the Lone Star State. When God blessed Texas, He gave us a clear blue sky, clouds just made for daydreaming, slowly floating by. He lit our nights with stars big and bright, just made for wishing on. It's a state of mind that you can't find till you go to old San Antonio, 'cause it's a Texas thing. Well, I want you all to know what it's like living in paradise, how we come by our bragging rights. It's a Texas thing. It's as good as it gets. Do you ever wonder why you ain't a Texan yet? We got our own down home cooking, got your great steaks, chicken fried, a Tex-Mex plate that'll set you straight with Bluebell on the side. We got our own brand of music made for holding your baby tight, and an old-time sawdust dance hall bathed in Luckenbach moonlight. It's a Texas thing. I want you all to know what it's like living in paradise, how we come by our bragging rights. It's a Texas thing. Well, it's as good as it gets. Do you ever wonder why you ain't a Texan yet? It's a whole nother country. One thing I never did get clear: why did we join the Union? We got all we need right here. Yeah, it's a Texas thing. I could go on and on about them pains on the Panhandle Plains and that Sweet Hill country rain, the wind in big thicket trees, Padre Island and the Gulf Coast breeze. It's new Luke Casey's and old straw hats, King Ranch pickups and old Cadillacs, a cowgirl on a cutting horse in a field of blue bonnets, and of course it's longhorns and jackalopes. Everything's bigger once you go. You'll know it's a Texas thing, and I'll be willing to bet you're gonna wonder why you ain't a Texan yet. You all heard about the Texan that went up to Harvard and met a girl at a sorority party, and he said, "What school do you go to?" She said, "Yale." He said, "What school do you go to?" Your soft grass beneath my feet, in a meadow by the creek. You're the wind in my hair, and the sun on my cheek. You're the birds softly singing the melody of spring. All creation shares your glory of your beauty. I will sing of your beauty. I will sing. You're a moonrise on a mountain and a sunrise on the shore. Your autumn leaves filling the trees on a hillside, and what is more, you're the whispering of the snowflakes and the singing of the rain. And while I have a voice, I will sing this sweet refrain. I will sing this sweet refrain. Oh, you are the mighty bison and the fragile butterfly, side by side on a prairie where wildflowers reach the sky. You're the whale and the dolphin dancing on the deep blue sea. I pray I may show enough love for these things you give to me. All these things you give to me.
Big sigh.
Yeah. Y'all are wonderful.
We think
Really are.
you're pretty good too.
So I was telling you earlier that I'm a gapper. My wife and I are gappers, and so my oldest granddaughter now, she's 15, but when she first started living with us, she was just an infant, you know, and she thought I was very intelligent. You know where I'm going with this, right?
Teenagers know it all. So you gotta,
You know, and we have this. We adopted this dog, my Labrador underachiever, Lily. Lily, she's so sweet. But she was a couple of years old, and I couldn't teach her anything. Simple commands, you know. Sit, you know. I couldn't teach her how to. She just wouldn't get it, you know. And now my granddaughter, that's 15, she said, "Grandpa, you're clueless." She said, "We live in San Marcos. More than 65% of the people are Hispanic. Siéntese." And she sat right down. That wasn't the worst of it. I was telling her how she was using a lot of double negatives. And I said, you know, when you use a double negative, it makes it positive. But there's no such thing as a double positive making a negative. She said, yeah, right. Okay. So we were talking about cowboy churches. Told you about the one I was playing that had the one honk for Amen, two honks for Hallelujah. Well, I was playing another one, and we had they were having a food drive for the food bank. They were having, the men and the women were competing to bring canned goods for the overall prize they were having there. And so I asked them what the overall prize was, and they said it's a pair of overalls. This is cowboy church. Since y'all like to sing, I'm going to muster you into service here on this one. When I say come down, you just sing, come down, children. Come down, children, come to cowboy church. That's it. Way out in the country, on the camp meeting grounds. So gathering every Sunday from them hill country towns. We meet at the dance pavilion and sit on folding chairs. We sing 'em loud and clap our hands and shake 'em in the air. Won't you come down, children, hear the loving word. There you go. Come down, children, come to cowboy church. Come down, children, be the living word. Won't you come down, woo, come to cowboy church. Some come in rusted pickups, some come in Cadillacs, some come riding Harleys, some on horses' backs. 'Cause everybody's welcome at the church that has no walls. Some come in their Sunday best, some in bib overalls. Oh, won't you come down, children, hear the loving word. Yeah. Come down, children, come to cowboy church. Come down, children, be the living word. Come down, woo, come to cowboy church. Now the preacher keeps it simple, says we've all gone astray. But if you want back in the herd, live the cowboy way. Always help the needy, love your neighbor every day. Always fight the good fight, and don't forget to pray. Won't you come down, children, hear the loving word. Come down, children, come to cowboy church. Come down, children, be the living word. Won't you come down, children, come to cowboy church. Won't you come down, children, come to cowboy church. That's where you gonna be tomorrow?
Yeah, cowboy church.
You got it.
Cowboy church preacher, and he was riding along on his bicycle, and he saw this lawnmower. This kid had a for sale sign on it, and he pulled over and stopped, and he said, "We could use a new lawnmower for our church." And the little boy said, "Well, it's only $25. And the preacher said, "I don't have any money." And the boy said, "Well, I could use a new bike. Maybe we can trade." So the boy jumps on the bike and takes off. He's gone for about 20 minutes, and the preacher's been trying to start the lawnmower and he can't start it. Kid comes back and he says, I think it's a good trade. I'll trade the bike for the mower. And the preacher says, wait a minute. I don't think you understand. He said, ever since you left here, I've been trying to start this mower. And he said, oh, I forgot to tell you there's a trick. When you pull on the rope, you need to say cuss words. Preacher said, son, I haven't said a cuss word in 35 years. And he said, well, if you keep pulling on that rope, it'll come back to you. Okay, so we'll do this song here. This is a song about a Oklahoma character.
Who's that?
Uncle Jack.
Oh, great song.
Uncle Jack. He was
One of my favorite George Ensle songs.
he was half Cherokee, half Irish, and he worked in the oil fields. His sister, Wildflower, she had a restaurant. He was kind of and it was during the boom days, so it was 24/7, and then be some pretty rowdy characters come in, and Uncle Jack would say, y'all aren't going to be fighting in my sister's restaurant. And no matter who was right or wrong, he split up the fight. And, all you had to say was, here comes Jack, and the fight would suddenly stop. He'd say, this fist it's Irish. He'd hold up his right fist. It hits hard. He'd hold up his left fist and say, this fist is Cherokee. It hits fast. But he was a too late. Y'all know what a too late? Well, you had to have 1/16 Cherokee blood in order to partake of the oil royalties. He was just a little bit too late. And he's one of my heroes. Uncle Jack always was a rounder. He drove a pickup Ford. He drank beers in Sears easy chairs, reading Louis L'Amour. I'd sleep on his sofas summer Saturday nights. And when I was with Uncle Jack, I felt a little more alive. Now, Uncle Jack never was a wage slave. He was his own man, with his own recipe for living. Ran a hamburger stand, had a sign that read, gone fishing. He never would be one to let work get in the way of us having some fun. The black sheep of the family, sometimes late at night, he'd show up at our house a little bit too tight. Mama tuck him in on the sofa, and when she thought he was asleep, well, I'd watch her lean over and kiss him on the cheek. Uncle Jack never missed my birthday, always come around with a brand new Quest $5 bill he got from the bank downtown. He'd say, I'll arm wrestle you for it, always let me win. And he'd say, maybe next time, with a wink and a grin. And Uncle Jack always played catch with me when no one else had time. Taught me how to throw a football, how to time a fishing line. He taught me how to sink the 8-ball and win it on the break. And he'd say close only counts with horseshoes and hand grenades. You know, I never told a soul, but when I was a kid, and I'd spend the night with him, one thing he always did. After he'd tuck me in and thought I was asleep, He leaned over that old sofa, kissed me on the cheek. Uncle Jack didn't grow old and in the way. He just moved down to the coast where a man can dance, remember France, and do a little toasting. And I still go to see him every now and then, living by his wits and the grace of God. There'll be no change in him. Uncle Jack. Cantas con tu corazón? That one? Sure, I'll do that one. Thank you for asking. That's
Beautiful.
it's about the ones caught in the crossfire, you know. Where smoky light is spilling out of alleyway bars on the children curled sleeping beside shiny new cars. There sings a sad beauty, there shines a sad star down on the borderline. In her song there's a dream that has never come true. In her heart there's a rose she holds out for you. In her memories are wars that fought by all for the few who draw the borderline. Cantas con tu corazón. You sing with your heart for free. Why must you swim that river to feed your family? In a candlelit chapel, in an Easter sunrise, beside tiny fires, beneath Villa's skies, the hope of the world burns in your children's eyes. Behind the borderline, for you will keep on believing in the words to your tune, singing your children to sleep beneath that third world moon. Your song of love that has many names and knows no His light will shine on thee. For love is a river, and we are one family. Time does come to cut us on, and the light will shine in thee. For love is a river, it must be our destiny. Our destiny. Thank you.
How about the fence?
Thanks for asking for that. Huh?
The fence.
Which one?
The fence.
Oh, the fence. Yeah, I wrote that with two songs in a row in a minor key. It might be kind of dangerous.
Okay,
Might lose the crowd. Huh?
They're not a depressed bunch. It's okay.
Well, you know,
You can do Mom and Pop.
Noel McKay. And I wrote this song. There's a line in the sand made by the hands of man. Starts the war, keeps the peace, makes us friends and enemies. Steel and stone, wood and nails, makes a home and it makes a jail. Built out of love or out of hate. Can't have a fence without the gate. A fence locks us in, a fence locks us out. It's what mine and yours is all about. Well, it's around our country and it's around our yard, where we're bound to stand our guard. Steel and stone, wood and nails, it makes a home and it makes a jail. Built out of love or out of hate. Can't have a fence without the gate. Once we fence ourselves inside, say this place is paradise. The border's closed between me and you. Must be some way of getting through. Steel and stone, wood and nails, it makes a home and it makes a jail. Built out of love or out of hate. Can't have a fence without the gate. Out of love or out of hate. Can't have a fence without the gate. It's a line in the sand, made by the hands of man. It starts the war and it keeps the peace, makes us friends and enemies. All right. We'll get David up here to blow a little harp with us. How about that?
Go, David.
Yeah. Just D and C.
Oh, well, you know I
Right.
said that wrong. A and G and A.
G and A.
G, your G, your A, my C, my D. Yeah.
G and A.
And if I may, I would say a couple things. First of all, George, I'm honored. Thank you. Thank you very
Absolutely.
much. Yeah. And Randy was asking me to be badass, so. Okay.
Well, the chips are down, but we're still in the game. Betting it all tonight on a bottle of wine in our backyard, sitting in the full moonlight, making believe we're in Paris at a cafe with a maitre d'. We'll cook up something between us, 'cause we got the recipe. Working with what you got when you ain't got a lot. Getting it figured out. The love is what it's all about. Starting at old rock bottom, ending up at the top, giving it your best shot, working with what you got. Now our pickup truck got stuck in a rut. We got her back online with a billy goat, an old ski rope, and a carrot on a piece of twine. There ain't a whole lot that you can't do when old pushing comes to shove. Just look around for some useful stuff and add a little bit of love. Working with what you got, help me out here. When you ain't got a lot, getting it figured out. Getting it figured out. Love is what it's all about. Love is what it's all about. Starting at old rock bottom. Starting at old rock bottom. Ending up at the top. Ending up at the top. Giving it your best shot. Giving it your best shot. Working with what you got. Now look at here. Love can patch things up as good as new. When life gets broke and comes undue, just take it easy. When it gets hard, love will fix it right in your own backyard. Go. Here we go. Working with what you got. You ain't got a lot. Getting it figured out. Getting it figured out. Love's what it's all about. Love is what it's all about. Starting at old rock bottom. Starting at old rock bottom. Ending up at the top. Giving it your best shot. Working with what you got. I said, giving it your best shot. Working with what you got. Chips are down, but we're still in the game. Betting it all tonight on a bottle of wine in our backyard, sitting in the full moonlight. You can blow a harp.
Good job.
David?
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
What other key you got?
What other key I got?
You said G?
G. I said G.
The key of G? People's key?
Yep. Recognize this one? Yeah, that one.
No, I don't. Well, I don't speak that language, you know.
Yes, you're
What was that? Was that Santana? Was that,
Yeah.
War.
who was it?
War.
War. See,
No
it's
rider.
like, man, I was listening to, Paul Simon back then,
Lee Oscar was playing harp in War.
That's
we can-
right. He was the man.
I think we got time to do, what, one or two more? What do you think?
Can you do Mom and Pops?
Mom and Pops, we'll try that. Mom and Pop. Well, this is in D, so I don't know if you can
That's
cross
a
harp.
D. Well, that was cross harp. I'll see if I can play straight harp.
just have to have one.
We'll have one we can.
This friend of mine,
Terrorist belt.
Well, I've got more up there than I had.
this friend of mine,
There we are.
Doug Gill, he wrote this
By the
song.
way, I like your hats.
He wrote this song. He said he was on the interstate. Amazing Grace.
Yeah.
And he wrote this song. We'll do that in a minute.
Okay.
He wrote this song called, well, he said anywhere you can be put down on any interstate and anywhere in the country, and you look up and see all the same things. Mickey D's.
Dairy Queen.
Not Dairy Queen. That's
Mickey D's.
Applebee's.
Yep.
Walmart, PetSmart. And he wrote this song called The United States of Generica. And I said, well, I got to write an answer to that song, so I wrote a song called Mom and Pops, and it goes like this. Thanks for asking for that. Just a short ways off the interstate down a 2-lane county route. There's a place called Small Town, USA. Slow down and come on out. Got a cafe, an ice house, a feed and seed, and a John Deere tractor shop. And they're all run by hard-working couples we call Mom and Pop. Down at Mom and Pop's, you'll feel right at home. At Mom and Pop's, it's handmade and homegrown. At Mom and Pop's, you'll find a place that's family-owned and meet the two who built this country. Every time you stop at Mom and Pop. Mom and Pop. Pop's handshake is all you need for a lifetime guarantee. Mama's back in the kitchen fixing all you can eat. They ain't just making a living, they're making a life. And trying to make a last stand, this heartland man and wife. We call Mom and Pop's, it's made with family pride. With Mom and Pop's, they'll fix it till it's right. At Mom and Pop's, you'll get something you can't buy. From the two who built this country, ever since stop at Mom and Pop's. Mom and Pop. They're the salt of the earth, they're the American dream. And they're working sun up to sundown in overalls and jeans. Filling pews on Sunday morning, singing them old-time hymns. Down home folks, and I'm proud to say, my next of kin. Mom and Pop's, it's made with family pride. Mom and Pop's, they'll fix it till it's right. At Mom and Pop's, you'll get something you can't buy. From the two who built this country. Every time you stop at Mom and Pop's. Mom and Pop's. Just a short ways off the interstate down a 2-lane county route. It's a place called Small Town, USA. Slow down and come on out. Y'all come back. Thank you, David.
Oh, thank you, George.
You're awesome.
You're kind. You're so kind. Thank you. You're
I was going to this cowboy church one morning. I'm always looking for signs. I saw this guy standing on the street corner. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. And he looked just like a scarecrow. Like he hadn't slept in a month. And when his eyes met mine, I got this chill up my spine. Wow, the guy looks like a scarecrow. I drove on down the road, and Highway 12 there in Ranch Road 12, and turned off on Highway 32. That's called the Devil's Backbone Road. I was traveling down Devil's Backbone Road on my way to this church, and I crossed Purgatory Road. It intersects Purgatory Road. I looked over to my left after I crossed Purgatory Road, and I saw this garden. There was a scarecrow in the garden. I said, okay, I'll write that song. Scarecrow, scarecrow, living in the middle of the garden. Scarecrow, scarecrow, always shifting shapes. Scarecrow, scarecrow, first you're the fruit, your garden. Scarecrow, scarecrow, next minute you're the snake. In the dead of night, with a lightning strike, you look like a crucifix. But your garden is a graveyard, on each tombstone 666. Scarecrow, scarecrow, I'm on to your game. Scarecrow, scarecrow, you're just a stick man in the rain. Scarecrow, scarecrow, I see you on the street. Scarecrow, scarecrow, I know your twisted smile. Scarecrow, scarecrow, I see you on the screen. Scarecrow, scarecrow, staring at my child. In the dead of night, with a lightning strike, you look like a crucifix. But your garden is a graveyard, on each tombstone 666. Scarecrow, scarecrow, your tricks are all in vain. Scarecrow, you're just a stick man in the rain. Just a stick man in the rain. You're just a stick man in the rain.
That's me. I lose things in my pockets.
I like to tell folks it doesn't really matter all that much if you buy any merchandise from me, but I really would like you to be on the mailing list so we can stay connected as a community, and I can keep you informed as to what I'm up to, and you can let me know what you're up to. So I send out a monthly newsletter. I don't dun people with emails or anything, but if there's an email list out there, if you get on it, I'd appreciate it. I'm gonna take these hands, I'm gonna reach them out to the ones that fallen and lift them up to a place they can see how much they really look like me, and build a bridge to the other side, cross deep water and the great divide, a bridge of love, and cross it today. Help my brothers and my sisters find a way. Gonna take these feet and walk their road by their side, carrying their load. I wanna feed the hungry, I wanna heal the hurt, I wanna save the children, and I wanna do God's work, and build a bridge to the other side, Cross deep water in the great divide. Bridge of love, cross it today. Help my brothers and my sisters find a way. I'm gonna take this voice, sing about bringing all those walls down to the ground. And when they're laying on their side, they'll make a bridge between all our lives. We cross over those borders that separate mankind. We'll know peace when we show mercy. Don't you think it's time? We build a bridge to the other side. Cross deep water in the great divide. Bridge of love, cross it today. Help our brothers and our sisters find their way. Bridge of hope, cross it today. Help my brothers and our sisters find a way. And then one glad morning, when this life is over, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. Oh, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. When the shadows of this life are gone, oh, I'll fly away. Like a bird from prison bars is flown, fly away, oh glory, fly away. When I die, hallelujah, bye bye. Thank you, David. Thank you, David. Thank you, David. Thank y'all. Are you getting up to leave, or do you want another song?
That was what's called a standing ovation.
Ooh, well, shucks. Okay, one more song.
You said you were going to do Amazing Grace.
I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. It was grace that taught my heart to fear. Grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Too many dangers, stolen snares we have already come. It was grace that brought us this far, and it's grace that will lead us home. Oh, the Lord has promised good to me. His word, my hope secure. He will my shield and portion, as long as life endures. And when we've been here 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we'll have no less days to sing God's praise than when we'd first begun. Amazing grace, rich like me, I once was lost. I was blind, but now I see. I was blind, but now I see. Y'all are awesome. Be careful out there. Keep the faith.